James Harden walking away from his team. Darius Garland draining threes with confidence.
The NBA trade deadline is approaching, and behind closed doors, something seismic is brewing, something that could reshape the balance of power in the league overnight. Multiple league sources are now pointing to a developing situation that few saw coming, but everyone is now watching closely. James Harden, Darius Garland, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and a trade conversation that is no longer a rumor whispered in hallways, but a real, active discussion shaking front offices across the NBA. James Harden, one of the most polarizing superstars of this generation, is once again at the center of the league's biggest question. At 36, Harden is still producing elite numbers, still controlling tempo, still capable of hijacking games with his playmaking and shot creation. Yet once again, his name has surfaced in trade talks, not as speculation, but as strategy. The Clippers, built to win now, are quietly facing a brutal reality. Their championship window is fragile, expensive, and shrinking. Sources indicate that the Clippers and Cavaliers have explored a potential blockbuster framework involving Harden and Darius Garland, a move that, if completed, would send shockwaves through both conferences. For Cleveland, the motivation is clear. Despite being young, talented, and defensively elite, the Cavaliers have repeatedly struggled in playoff moments where half-court execution and late-game shot creation become everything. Donovan Mitchell can score. Evan Mobley can anchor the defense. But when pressure peaks, Cleveland has lacked a cold-blooded orchestrator. Harden represents exactly that. A risk, yes, but also a weapon. For the Clippers, the calculation is far more complicated. Harden was brought in to stabilize their offense, to relieve pressure from Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and to finally convert star power into playoff consistency. But age, durability concerns, luxury tax pressure, and long-term uncertainty have forced the Clippers to consider a pivot. Darius Garland, just 26, offers youth, speed, and long-term control, a possible bridge between the present and a future that the Clippers haven't been able to plan for in years. What makes this situation volatile is timing. Harden has recently missed games for personal reasons. No public statements, no confirmation, just silence, and silence in the NBA is rarely accidental. Around the league, executives are watching closely, reading between the lines, wondering whether this is the calm before a trade deadline explosion. This is not just a player-for-player discussion. This is philosophy versus urgency. Cleveland is debating whether to sacrifice long-term development for immediate playoff authority. The Clippers are weighing whether loyalty to a win-now core is worth mortgaging the future one more time. And Harden, once again, stands at the center of a league forced to decide whether his brilliance outweighs the baggage that follows him. If this deal happens, it will not be remembered as just another trade. It will be remembered as a moment when two franchises chose risk over comfort, urgency over patience, and belief over fear. And with the deadline ticking down, one thing is certain. The NBA is on the edge of another major turning point, and James Harden is right there, where chaos and history collide.